Hello guys, it's Laudvekky and welcome to the second part of the mode series. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about how to use modes to create fills and licks. There are so many concepts that you can use, but in this lesson, I'm just going to talk about modes. And along the way, I'm going to play a bass cover and try and break the licks down using the modal concept. So without wasting time, let's get into the video. So the easiest way to play a fill or a lick using modes while grooving is to play the modes the way they are. You can play them linearly in an ascending or descending manner, or you can play them and leave out some notes in the modes. For instance, if I take a groove in G, alright, and I want to use the G alien mode to create a fill, I can either do it this way, that is playing it in a descending manner. That's in a descending fashion. I'm playing every note in the mode. Alright, I can also do it backwards. Alright, or you can leave out some notes in the scale. Alright, but that's not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to focus on something. I want to focus on another way other than playing it that way. Alright, so what I like to do is, when I'm practicing, is play the notes in the modes randomly. Something like alright, so when you do that for a while, you can play or you can form your own licks using random notes in the mode. Alright. So if you do that for all the modes, you should be able to form different licks in different modes. And this is how I like to practice it. I like to groove with the notes of the major scale along the board and try to fill in with random notes. Something like this. Something like that. Moving on. So while forming licks, I like to think about the notes on which I want to start my lick from and where I want it to end, which is normally in the progression of the song. Alright. Another concept I want to introduce here is to span your lick across two modes, two or more modes. Alright. Check this out. groove we just heard, the progression is based on a 4, 5, 6 in the key of E. All right. So the first lick was based on the 6, which is a C sharp. So the mode I'm using there is the C sharp Aeolian mode. Now that lick starts off on the 10th or the major third of the E. All right. And it goes like this. So it starts off on the 3rd or the 10th. To the octave, back to the 3rd. Then to the 7th. Back to the 3rd. To the 1, 7, 6. Then back to the 3rd. And then I went to a 2 here. All right. So that lick is based on the Aeolian mode. All right. So the second lick was based on the Lydian mode. The progression was on a 4. So I used the Lydian mode to fill in, all right, and it goes like this. Because I was going to the 5, I landed on the 5 with the lick. All right, so the Lydian mode is so the lick is perfectly in the mode. So on the 4 to a 3 to a 2, 1, 7, then back to the 4, then to the 6, then to the 7, then to the 5. So the third lick was based on a 5. All right, I could have used the mixolydian mode, but I wanted to illustrate the concept that your lick can also span across 2 or 3 modes. Okay, so this is the lick. Okay, that's the first part. So it goes all the way to the 2, all right, and it spans across like almost 3 modes, because here, if you take the E Ionian mode, okay, it starts off from here, the 5. Okay, so it starts off on the 5. So from there, so that's like going back to the Aeolian mode. That's in the Aeolian mode, all right. So, and then I continued from there. So I continued from there to the Dorian, which is the F sharp Dorian. All right. Okay. So then you continue to the Dorian. All right. So I hope this gives you an idea of how you can form your licks across several modes. You just heard, all right. There are some modal licks in there. For example, this lick, it was going to a 4, all right. I'm still in the key of E, so it was going to a 4, all right. So it started off on a 4 to a 1 to a 6 to 7, back to a 5 to a 3, then to a 2 to a 1 again. So this lick was based off of the Ionian mode, all right. E Ionian mode. Okay, so then it goes on to a 4. All right, goes on to a 4. So that lick is a modal lick. All right. So the second lick I want to break down is this one. Okay. So it's a classic example of how a lick can span across two modes. All right. So it starts off in the Phrygian mode. That's the Phrygian mode. Okay. So then it goes to the Ionian mode, the E Ionian mode. All right. So it starts on chromatic from the second to the third, then to the third, then to the 1, goes to the 5, all right, to the 4, then back to the octave, to 6. So from the octave to 6 to 4, 1, 4, and then 4, all right. So that's from a third to a fourth, all right. Then I went to a 5. So that's a classic example of how your lick can span across two modes. Okay, so there's another lick in there that's not necessarily modal. It goes like this. All right. So, all right. So 5, 6, 2, 5, 1. Then 5, 1 to the 4, right? But when I came to the 4, I played 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 2, and then I play the 3 here before hitting a 4 back. All right. So low battery. Those are just a few ways that you can use modes to create your licks or fills. So that's all for today. I hope you learned something from this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share if you care. And watch out for the next one.